Is amateur radio really dying? Some people will say yes, amateur radio is really dying. Some people have told me that amateur radio is dying because amateur radio is old technology and only for old guys. There's even amateur radio operators that have told me that February 14th, 1991, when the no code tech was introduced, that's when amateur radio died. Even other amateur radio operators have told me on February 23rd, 2007, when we stopped testing for code, that's the day amateur radio died. With so many naysayers out there, it must be true. Amateur radio is dying. So many people can't be wrong, or can they? So let's check the facts. Is amateur radio really dying? So let's do some research and some calculations and see what we come up with. Here's the facts. We were at a 15-year low in January of 2007, but now we're at an all-time high of over 700,000. The amount of every current class of amateur radio license has increased. Novices are becoming techs, advanced are becoming extras. Some people are saying there's way too many techs these days. Actually, that percentage has only increased by 2%. The amount of amateur radio operators with HF privileges have relatively stayed the same. Now here's an interesting fact. The amount of amateur radio operators per million has gone up almost 30% in the past 40 years. Also, the average age of an amateur radio operator has only increased slightly over the past 40 years, from 46 in 1971 to 52 in 2011. So is amateur radio really dying? From the facts, no, amateur radio is not dying. But is it really time to party? Not really. There's a lot of work that has to be done, or amateur radio will die. Promote amateur radio whenever you can. Talk to anybody who will listen. When somebody comes up to your vehicle and says, "What's that?" tell them what a great service this is. And above all, have fun. The amateur radio service is not dying. It's evolving.